like to show you all the results of our discussion regarding the number of unemployment in Malaysia that is decreasing. Today, we will explain about the unemployment rate, the number of unemployed, the total labor force, and the contribution from the economic sector to the workforce. We will also discuss how government can maintain a low unemployment rate by using monetary policy through the control of the statutory reserve requirements. Clarify the data related to the unemployment rate, the number of unemployed, the total labor force, and the contribution of the economic sector to the workforce. Unemployment rate. The unemployment rate in Malaysia in November 2023 dropped to 3.3%, returning to pre-pandemic levels. The unemployment rate decreased to 3.3% compared to 3.4% in the previous month. Number of unemployed. In November 2023, there were 569,200 unemployed individuals in Malaysia. Total labor force. The labor force in November 2023 increased by 0.2% month-on-month to 17 million people. The number of employed individuals in November 2023 rose to 16.43 million people. Contribution of economic sectors to the workforce. In November 2023, the service sector saw a rise in the number of employed individuals, especially in information and communication activities, food and beverage service, as well as transportation and storage. The manufacturing, construction, mining, and quarrying sectors also showed an increase in employed individuals. However, the agriculture sector recorded a decrease in employment.
Discuss how the government can maintain a low unemployment rate by using monetary policy through the control of the statutory reserve requirements. Maintaining a low unemployment rate is a key goal for governments worldwide, and one way they can influence this is through expansionary monetary policy, specifically by using the statutory reserve requirement. The statutory reserve requirement is a percentage of total deposits in commercial banks that must be kept in the central bank, which is banks are required to hold in reserve and not lend out. By increasing or decreasing this requirement, the government can influence the amount of money banks have available to lend, which in turn can impact economic activity, including employment levels. If the statutory reserve is decreased during a period of economic recession, commercial banks will hold a lower amount of money. Therefore, first, increasing money supply. Reducing the SRR requires banks to retain fewer reserves, which can increase their lending potential. This, in turn, expands the money supply in the economy, lowering interest rates and boosting economic growth. Lower interest rates encourage firms to invest in growth and create more jobs. Number 2. Lowering cost of borrowing. Due to lowered reserve requirements, banks can offer loans at lower interest rates because they have more money available for lending. This lowers the cost of borrowing for both individuals and businesses, encouraging investment in profitable ventures and consumer spending, both of which have the potential to create job opportunities. Number 3. Stimulating aggregate demand. Reducing interest rates and the SRR together can increase the economy's total demand. Reduced interest rates encourage investment and consumption, which may raise the demand for products and services. Businesses may decide to expand their operations and hire more staff to satisfy the increasing demand as a result of this increased demand. Number 4. Supporting small and medium-sized enterprises SMEs. SMEs frequently struggle to obtain financing, especially when the economy is struggling and banks may tighten lending requirements. Reducing the SRR can make financing more accessible to SMEs, allowing them to make expansion-related investment and hire more staff. Number 5. Addressing structural unemployment. Monetary policy can indirectly address structural unemployment by fostering economic growth, even if its primary impact is cyclical unemployment, which is brought on by variations in economic activity. Employment opportunities could arise in industries undergoing structural changes, such as through changes in consumer preferences or technical breakthroughs, as the economy grows as a result of accommodating monetary policy. Number 6. Balancing inflation. Lowering the SRR can boost the economy and lower unemployment. But inflationary pressures need to be kept an eye on by policymakers. Inflation brought on by an overabundance of liquidity in the market may reduce customers' purchasing power. Thus, it's important to maintain a careful balance between stimulating growth and controlling inflation. Summary, award, and closing. In general, monetary policy's control over the statutory reserve requirements (SRR) can be extremely important in fostering economic expansion, generating job creation, and eventually keeping the unemployment rate low. It's crucial to remember that monetary policy functions in concert with fiscal policy and other economic variables, and that the success of these interventions may differ based on the particular circumstances and difficulties the economy faces.